Hello, fellow potatoes. Tomorrow is the release of James Gunn's Superman, and Snyder fans are losing their fucking minds, even though Zack Snyder and James Gunn are, actually good friends. I'm not that big of a Superman fan. I think James Gunn's movies are pretty good. I thought the Zack Snyder DC movies were, not good, and I just want to see what James Gunn will do with, the most famous superhero of all time. How it feels to watching an epic fail. Epic fail. No, God, please, no. Gun slop. Superman. How it feels to watch Snyder! Yeah, because Batman vs. Superman was definitely absolute cinema, despite the fact that it's literally just Snyder Bros saying that. I fucking pray that this is a shitpost, cause fucking Big Chungus reacts? What the fuck? Anyone else think this is the best Lex? Firstly, he acts like a weird mix between Deadpool and Heath Ledger's Joker, which, hey man, that's Lex Luthor. He's meant to be, a super professional. And also, might sound stupid, but it's a complaint nonetheless. He's not bald. I don't know how to describe it other than Lex Luthor has to be bald. Actually, Lex Luthor used to have hair in the comics. Yeah, used to until cancer got to him. I feel like reading this post in my Ben Shapiro voice, which I only ever used one other time on the channel. Why are we here, Superman? Emasculating Superman for political correctness? Pandering to the toxic, nostalgic fandom gone wrong? A torture porn of Superman by James Gunn? You know, if Superman struggles, it's not that the writers are making him weak, it's that they're trying to show how strong the threat is if it could weaken Superman. That fourth image is cut off at a weird point because it cuts off Metamorpho's hand. Metamorpho turned his hand into kryptonite. You know, Superman's kryptonite, which is, kryptonite. Oh, well, speaking of the devil, it's an ad for James Gunn's Superman, and they describe him as the most powerful being on planet Earth. Yeah, man, the advertising is really trying to make Superman look as weak as possible if they describe him as the most powerful being on planet Earth. Emasculation of Superman, physically, emotionally, and visually. Beta male Superman! I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of the Snyder suits. You know why? They're too fucking rubbery. Why are they so goddamn rubbery? Concept art of Snyderverse Deathstroker from Ben Affleck's unmade Batman movie. I included this mostly because of the typo, because I'm stroking my death so good right now. But I'm gonna be honest, Deathstroke looks badass. To be fair, it's kind of hard to make Deathstroke not look badass, because it's Slade Wilson we're talking about here. Snyder fans think that Henry Cavill's Superman is the only good Superman that there ever was and ever will be, while ignoring the fact that there's Christopher Reeve's Superman, Fleischer's Superman, animated series Superman, and then the new guy, who, I'm gonna be honest, he seems kind of cool. He seems like he has actual fucking charisma. Superman in the Snyder stuff, he was kind of cold. You know, Superman's meant to be this symbol of hope and optimism and shit. Not, I will destroy an entire city block because Zod is kind of pissing me off. Moral of the story? Superman is a beta cuck loser who has erectile dysfunction.